You ever notice how some people can walk into a crowded room and still feel completely alone? Like everybody's laughing, talking, posting stories together, and you're just standing there holding a paper cup pretending to check your phone for the 15th time. No text messages, no yo, where you at? No real connection, just silence. And the crazy part? After a while, you stop expecting anyone to reach out at all. That's the hidden effect of having no friends. It doesn't only change your social life, it slowly rewires your personality, the way you think, the way you trust people, even the way you experience happiness. And if you've been alone for a long time, there are 4 traits you probably developed without realizing it. Some of them make you stronger. Some of them quietly destroy you from the inside. And honestly, most people won't understand these unless they've lived through it themselves. Trait number 1. You become insanely observant. When you don't have a solid friend group, you spend less time talking and more time watching. You notice everything. The fake smiles, the awkward energy between couples, the friend who acts completely different depending on who's around. You can tell when somebody's mentally checked out even while they're smiling. Because when you spend enough time alone, you start reading people like subtitles. You walk into a coffee shop and instantly feel the vibe. You can tell who's confident, who's insecure, who's trying way too hard to impress everyone. Meanwhile, everybody else is just arguing about pineapple on pizza like civilization depends on it. And honestly, most lonely people become emotionally intelligent without even trying. Not because they studied psychology, but because observation became survival. You learn how to stay quiet and read the room before speaking. But there's a downside. You start overanalyzing everything. Someone leaves you on read? Now your brain thinks the friendship ended, civilization collapsed, and somehow it's all your fault. A person says K instead of okay, and suddenly your FBI-level investigation begins. You replay conversations at 2 a.m. like game footage after losing a ranked match. And deep down, it's because lonely people become hyper-aware of rejection. Even tiny signs feel huge. Trait number 2. You become emotionally self-sufficient. At first, loneliness hurts. Badly. You want someone to talk to, someone to vent to after a rough day, someone who actually gets you. But after enough time, something changes. You stop waiting for emotional support. You teach yourself how to deal with stress alone. You calm yourself down alone, handle heartbreak alone, celebrate achievements alone. And eventually, you become the type of person who says, "It's fine, I got it." Even when life is clearly body slamming you through a table WWE style. That independence makes you strong, stronger than most people realize. Because once you learn how to survive emotionally by yourself, small problems stop scaring you. But there's a hidden cost. You become too independent. You stop asking for help completely, even when you need it. People think you're low maintenance, but the truth is, you just got used to carrying everything alone. You start feeling guilty for opening up, like your problems might annoy people. So instead of talking, you distract yourself. Music, gaming, scrolling endlessly at midnight, watching YouTube videos you don't even care about just to avoid your own thoughts. And eventually, you become the therapist friend with absolutely nobody to talk to yourself. Trait number 3, your comfort zone becomes isolation. This one sneaks up on people because after spending enough time alone, it starts feeling normal, then peaceful, then addictive. You realize how relaxing it is not dealing with fake friendships, constant drama, or people who only text you when they need something. Your room becomes your safe place. Your headphones become emotional support equipment. Friday nights stop feeling lonely and start feeling comfortable. You order food, watch random documentaries, play games, laugh at memes alone like a tiny goblin surviving on caffeine and emotional damage. And honestly, sometimes solitude feels way better than disappointing people. But here's the problem. The longer you stay isolated, the harder social interaction becomes. You start declining invitations, ignoring calls, typing replies in your head, and never sending them. Not because you hate people, but because isolation slowly turns socializing into work. Your brain gets used to peace and privacy, so even simple conversations begin to feel draining. And that's dangerous, because humans adapt to almost anything, even loneliness. Trait number 4. You build a deep inner world. People with no friends often spend a lot of time in their own heads, thinking, reflecting, imagining conversations that will probably never happen. That's why lonely people are often creative. Writers, artists, gamers, editors, dreamers, and professional overthinkers. You create entire movie scenes in your head while staring out the car window like you're the main character in an indie film nobody understands. You think deeply about life, about purpose, about relationships, about why people drift apart so easily. And because you spend so much time alone with your thoughts, you become incredibly self-aware. You notice your own emotional patterns. You question things more deeply than most people. You understand pain in a way others might not. But sometimes, that inner world becomes too loud. Your thoughts don't stop. Your brain keeps replaying old memories, awkward moments, mistakes from years ago that literally nobody remembers except you. A simple problem becomes a full mental Netflix series with multiple seasons. And the hardest part, nobody sees this battle happening. From the outside, you just look quiet. But internally, your mind is running a marathon every single day. And that's the strange thing about loneliness. It can make a person wiser, more mature, more emotionally aware, while also making them exhausted in ways nobody notices. But listen carefully. Having no friends does not mean you're unlikable. A lot of good people end up alone for reasons that have nothing to do with their worth. Life changes. People move on. Trust gets broken. Some friendships fade naturally. And sometimes you simply outgrow the people around you. That's life. But loneliness becomes dangerous when you start believing you don't need anyone at all. Because no matter how independent you are, humans still need connection. Even the quiet people. Even the I'm good on my own people. Everybody wants at least one person they can fully be themselves around. Someone who understands the real version of them. No pretending, no fake energy, no performance, just comfort. And maybe that's why this topic hits so hard for so many people. Because deep down, a huge number of people are lonely. They've just gotten really good at hiding it. So if you've been alone for a while, don't lose yourself completely inside isolation. Learn to enjoy your own company, yes, but don't close the door on people forever. Because sometimes one real friendship can heal parts of you that years of isolation never could.